reality show. Very entertaining.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, welcome to my beauty entertainment channel. Yeah, so if you like follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. Go have fun. Yay. Okay, so while you're here, you can check out some of my recent videos. A couple days ago I posted a video talking about how EA Sims Camp has been scamming us for the past 6 years, and they basically have been splitting up expansion packs, but you already knew that. But I made a 35-minute long video about it if you want to hear me talk about it. Before that, I made a video talking about is celebrity culture and if it's like crumbling or not, and if celebrities saying all the stupid stuff they keep on saying every now and then. So yeah, or not every now and then, every hour. And then before that, I posted a video called We Are Exhausted, just talking about everything currently going on in America and around the world. Yay, fun. Okay. So on that note, my description box, just like the last couple of videos I've made, is just gonna be full of things that you can actually do, petitions to sign, things to donate to, etc, etc, etc. And in tune with all that, today we're gonna talk about Copaganda. What is Copaganda, Amanda? Well, cop propaganda. Simplest way you can describe it, Copaganda is propaganda for the police. For the police. And you might be wondering, why are we talking about this? Oh, keep seeing way too much, and I want it to end ASAP Rocky. So, where do we see Copaganda in before? We've seen Copaganda for a very long time before the situation started happening. Go look up cop shows. Please do me a favor. Type in cop shows into Google, and I want you to see how many, because I did this. There's some I've never even heard of, and I thought I watched all the cop shows there were. No, there were we have like, of course there's like the Law and Order, the SVUs, there's like the whole Chicago sector, which, okay, there's like NCIS sector. They turned into sectors. It's not just like show. Each show has like 7 spin-off series. Then there's like Blue Bloods, and then like, I don't know if 911 would count, because I watch 911. It's mostly about the firefighters. The only cop in there is Angela Bassett. That could count though too. So what's the issue with said shows? And let me be perfectly clear, I've watched like most of these shows. By most, I mean like 30 of these shows. So like, I'm talking to myself too. The issue with all these shows right now is that it's Copaganda. So the shows focus on the cops as the main characters, and their viewpoint on the world is what we are seeing by watching the show. So the cops are the characters on these shows that stay on the shows for seasons or decades, even like for SVU, which has been on longer than I've been alive. So the victim or the case or the person, other people come in and they're gone by the end of the episode, unless it's one of those like overarching, you know, one of those like extended episodes. The focus is on the cops. We learn their lives, their struggles, their emotions, and it makes us empathize with them and their jobs, whether you want to believe it or not. Makes you empathize with them, but you're also empathizing with the work that they do. They're cops. You even have corrupt, violent, and abusive cops on some of these shows, but they're somehow loved. Elliot Stabler is my first example. When it got announced that Elliot Stabler was possibly maybe still getting a spinoff, I was excited. I said, oh my God. Then when Elliot Stabler left, the Nick Amaro came, who my argument is he's worse, but we could have a debate about that for a different day. But both those characters were on that show, and they were very well loved by the public. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to see. These shows have added and changed maybe the public perceptions of cops, and they are completely aware of it. Why do you think, I'm gonna be focused, SVU is something I've watched since I was like 10, so I'm like very aware of how the show has changed. SVU has changed drastically in the past, I would say like 5 or 6 years, especially since Ferguson happened, okay? There was a Blue Lives Matter mug somewhere, it's in an episode in season 16. There's a Blue Lives Matter couple. This show has changed because they know people's perceptions of cops come from shows like this. People, whether they hate them or like them, it comes down to media. What we consume is what, you know, you put out into the world. Why do you think Olivia Benson, I don't even know what to describe her as now. Why do you think she's turned into the way that she has? They're trying to push, they're trying to say, whoa, 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 you guys are hating too much, you're hating cops too much, but you know who you do love? You do love Olivia Benson. So if we start having Olivia Benson play this devil advocate when someone shoots an unarmed black guy, maybe you guys will start to play devil advocate. That's what they're doing, all right? Like, I don't, that's for a different thing. Olivia Benson making me so angry. I don't know what they're demolishing her character. Whatever, they're demolishing her character to prove a point, okay? They're taking these shows and now they have to intensify the propaganda even more because, I mean, the government's probably in the writer's room right now being like, okay, you guys got some serious work to do. After this whole thing, if these Copaganda shows don't get canceled, they don't get canceled, because I know some are holding off, some are like pushing back their new episodes. They don't want to release any new episodes during this time. Okay, okay. So they're probably in the room saying, okay, serious brainwashing needs to happen in the next season. If cop shows still continue, if they still continue after, which I don't see this ending anytime soon because revolution. And we'll see what they try to do, how they try to spin this. We already know there's gonna be a movie about a cop who's torn between two sides. It's gonna come out in 2022, probably. They're probably writing it right now. They're probably writing it, they're writing it right now. It's gonna be something, there's gonna be at least 3 to 4 of those movies, maybe even a Netflix TV show because they're crazy over there, okay? So they're trying to change the perception of cops because like before, media's why, whether you like it or not, is why you do a lot of things, why you think a lot of things, especially people who are easily, you know, manipulated. Which is why these shows gotta go. Ooh, I know. I watch all of these shows, so I'm like, it's like bittersweet, but like it's for the greater good of humanity. It's for the greater good of humanity. These shows these cops are on these are not accurate portrayals. I talked about this a little bit in my Why Is It So Hard to Believe Women video. These shows, especially with SVU's warp people's minds and thinking that that's how crimes are solved in this country, especially sex crimes. Couldn't be further from the truth. We also, not just shows like that, we have shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes, she gotta go to. Listen, they could make them the thing is with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I watched most of it. It could work as any other government job. They could be in a post office. They already did Parks and Rec. They could do, what other departments are there? I don't know. They could do local government. It could be anything else and they should move it to something else. I don't know how exactly that would work, but you know, I'm not a writer. Shows like that are also not helping. They're also not helping. The quirkiness in The Office / Parks and Recs, like little, ooh, it's funny. The element of the show is not foreign to us because we've seen it before with different other, but it's not damaging when it's a Parks and Rec department. It's not damaging when it's a paper company. It's damaging when they're cops. And now you're watching a show about cops and it's like quirky and funny. And it's like, it's harmless when it's those other things, but when it's about one of the most corrupted and violent institutions, maybe we don't need to laugh. And also when you watch the show, they never actually, you're just like, oh, they're cops. They don't do any, like they don't show any part of their real job when you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They show it, but it's supposed to be funny. Do you see how that's maybe not going to help anything, possibly making matters worse? Are you seeing that? Not very good. It's not good, okay? I read some really good articles to prepare this video. I'll link all the stuff that I use to like find all this stuff in the description box, as well as things of what you can do. And it's really, because I know I love these shows too, but when you listen for the greater good, for the greater good, something's gonna have to give, and it's gonna have to start in the media, okay? We also see Copaganda, not just in television, but in real life, when police departments do nice things. Listen to me. All right, stop being fooled. I'll get to like this stuff, current stuff going on later, like in like a second, but I'm sure on your local, it's always fucking local news, sorry. You'll see like the police department giving toys to children. They'll be at food pantries and soup kitchens. They're rescuing kittens and old people. Go look at what happened usually the day before, a couple days before, something that they're trying to hide. PR. This is what this whole thing is. PR. It's PR. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to change their public's image. Starts in the media, and now they're trying to do this in real time as we see now. So we're seeing Copaganda being used because shows and stuff is more long term. This is more immediate PR fixing, damage control that we're seeing right now at this current moment. So first, we're seeing an influx of people talking about how dangerous cops' jobs are on the news. They really make sure to stress how much they put their lives on the line every single day for what? To protect and serve. Okay, it takes away from how police, which we see in all of the videos, how they are complicit in starting the violence, especially during this time. And gives people a lot of leeway to be like, well, I mean, their jobs are so dangerous. They kind of had to respond like that. They kind of had to pepper spray someone for absolutely no reason. They absolutely kind of had to beat someone with a baton because their jobs are so dangerous. That rhetoric of police are putting their everything about that, it starts to pick up during times like this. Go watch the news. Okay, listen, this is my thing with the news. Please find other forms of getting your news about protests and things like that. Twitter is great. Make sure to verify stuff before, most of the stuff, if it's first account, then you're good, but verify stuff. But news, these major news networks, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you because they're not helping anybody. Even all of them, none of them are helping anybody, all right? So now we're seeing on the news, on these news networks, we are seeing and going viral on Twitter, which videos of cops, sheriffs, public officials kneeling with protesters. First of all, let me get on these public officials. Aren't you guys in charge? I'm confused. Aren't you in charge? Can you not fix the issue so we don't have to kneel? What I thought, especially mayor of LA, kneeling while they're protesting outside your house. You are the issue. Photo ops, okay guys? Photo ops for the next maybe in 2 or 3, maybe 4 years, when they start writing things about this time happening, they're gonna bring those photos up and be like, look, Mayor Eric was down with the cause. No. So this morning, I'm sitting here studying, I don't know, cell behavior, cell communication. I go on Twitter during my 5-minute break and I see Nancy Pelosi in kente cloth kneeling. I don't need to say anything else. No more of that. No, I mean, I can't control them, but stop promoting it. Please. All right. Let's get some things clear. Kneeling does nothing for me. It does nothing for anyone else. It shouldn't do anything for you. Kneeling is useless. Kneeling is a facade at this point. Y'all didn't like when Colin kneeled, so I don't want to see the kneeling. I don't get up. Get up. Stand on your 2 feet. Cause you will get your ass up and then you will go tear gas the protesters in 15 minutes. That's why none of this, it shouldn't affect you at this point. It is a performance. They are putting on quite a show. Quite a show. It's so entertaining. At this point, all I can do is be like, wow, wow. I don't understand how people can't really, I think most people can tell that it's fake. I mean, when someone's doing something for good PR, it's kind of obvious. It's done for good PR and photo ops. The mayor of LA, he did the knee probably for 5 seconds and then improved the budget increase for LAPD the same day or the next day. The knee was a performance. The man in Buffalo who got shoved down to the ground and his head busted open took place in the same place where the day before the police in Buffalo had taken a knee. So what is kneeling supposed to do for me? Police officers are faking kneeling to draw protesters in so they can tear gas them. What's kneeling supposed to do for me? Police officers are destroying property themselves so they can blame it on protesters. So the mainstream news, yeah, the news that your parents watch, you gotta get it stopped. You gotta fix it now. So they can show, look at these violent thugs talking about the wrong people. What is kneeling supposed to do for me? Police are beating people bloody with batons and not biting an eyelash. But I'm supposed to be like, well, at least he's kneeling. At least they're kneeling. Police are turning off their body cams. They're covering their badge numbers. They're getting all crazy-eyed because they can't wait to kill somebody. What is kneeling supposed to do for me? I'm like really asking, what is it supposed to do for me? I'm confused. Police are shooting, I don't want to call them rubber bullets because the way I don't know what to call it. They look, we have to find a different word than rubber bullets. They look like pure metal just coated in maybe like some styrofoam. It looks ridiculous. They're shooting people with these bullets in the face. And Joe Biden, the leg isn't any better. They're shooting people with these things and I'm supposed to care because they're kneeling. Get up. Why do you think these videos of them kneeling are the ones making it to the news? That's why they're kneeling in the first place. It's like, that's why, show your parents, if your parents watch a lot of news, show them videos, like first-hand accounts from these protests, especially because I don't watch, I'll go sit downstairs and like watch news with them for like 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, you just see how they just are lying, blatant, they're just lying. So please do that if you can. I'm not telling the full story. Why do you think they keep kneeling? They kneel for 15 minutes, the cameras see, the reporters see, and they get back up and do what? Get back to business. Get back to business. A show. But wow. We don't need any more Broadway. But we don't need it because they're putting on the best performance of their lives right now. It's crazy. They want to the people at home who don't have, social media, who don't have first-hand accounts of what's going on. They want them to watch the news and be like, why are you guys so angry about this? Look at all these cops. Look at them all kneeling with these kids. What's there to be mad about? They're all down with the cause, right? There's a reason why this makes it to the news, but not that thread on Twitter, which by now must have 200 plus videos of police just violently police violence initiated onto protesters for no reason. That's not on the news. There's a reason why one makes it to the news and one doesn't. What is the goal they're trying to prove? Those videos, the 200 plus, maybe at this point 250 plus videos, there's a reason those don't make it to the news, but these do. The videos of police officers stealing supplies from protesters, smashing water bottles, attacking medical tents. Those don't make it to the news. But the kneeling. Stop, get up and walk into your captain's office and quit if you want to kneel. If you want to show, listen, I don't care about solidarity. Go quit. People are quitting. Like, I think it was at one point, I think it was earlier this week, they said it was 6 cops a day were resigning from the NYPD. Who's next? Go, who's next? Get up and go resign. If you are down with the call, if you can't, you're testing my intelligence and I don't like that being tested. Get up and go resign. Get up and quit if you really care so much. If you really care so much, get up and quit. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy. I'm watching a real performance. I don't have time for facades and PR, just the damage control. I don't. And then, okay, and then we have cops dancing with protesters. You guys are making me ill. Not you guys specifically, but it's making me, I'm getting nauseous. Is this a joke? Are we jokes to you? You have cops doing the Cupid shuffle with people they will break the bones of with no remorse in the next 3 hours. When have you ever seen this before? People dancing, Cupid shuffling with the people they're protesting. When have you seen that before with any other oppressed group and oppressor? When have we seen that? Where? Dancing with police officers. What? The police are the ones escalating the violence, proving our point, always proving our point. They're literally, that thread is proving our point of why we're protesting. They're proving our point. That's why they need the PR. So they need the damage control. Stop giving it to them. That's why they're most likely told, hey guys, club meeting, murderer meeting, come on. Is Charlie, is the photographer here? Is he here? Okay, he's here. Guys, this is what we're gonna do. All right, you're gonna go outside, you're gonna kneel next to these protesters for 5 minutes until your knee gives out, whichever one comes first, right? So you're gonna kneel. If you can, I'd really appreciate it if you can maybe shed a tear. Maybe, if you feel that you can do it, if you can fake cry enough, please, it would really help the photographer prove how just down with the cause we supposedly are. If you can. If you can't, just cover your face, cower. It's okay. For 5 minutes. All right? Are we ready? Or then once we do it, it's back to regular scheduled programming. Ready? Go. Break. Stop posting Copaganda. It's not really anyone that's actually like, it's the people who are posting Copaganda are, you know why they're doing that. Cops have their own PR teams. Stop doing their work for free. They have their own PR teams who are in shambles right now, doing this every 6 days. Listen, stop doing their work for them, okay? Also, people posting Copaganda, if you know people who are like only posting Copaganda, they're not saying anything about Black lives or like murder, and they're only posting that, they gotta go. Delete. I unfollowed like at least 16 people from high school. I was like, you guys have to go. You guys have to go. What is this? Only posting people kneeling with protesters. You have to go. You have to go. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Who cares? They're just trying to prove, I don't know what they're trying to be like, well, not all cops are bad. Get out of my face. Please get out of my face. Please move. I don't have time for it. I don't have time. Haven't posted anything on Black Lives Matter, police violence, brutality, but they post a cop kneeling for 30 seconds on Instagram. You're done. Let's get that perfectly clear. You're done. What should you post instead? The people protesting. People bullying cops. Those threads are always hilarious. More of that. More bullying. No more of this, okay? Thank you guys so much. Okay, so what happens to these Copaganda shows? Because they're not helping. Olivia Benson gotta go. I'm sorry. I had to come to terms with it. Olivia Benson has to go. I know. The damage they're doing is too great. It's something they have a lot of seasons. They don't need to, in fact, most of these shows getting bad. SVU is not good right now. It's making me angry. When they got rid of that's a whole different thing. But when they got rid of Barbara, I was like, y'all completely lost me. Like, they lost me when he left. I was like, are we serious? And different video. The way he left, I said, you guys, we're done. Okay. We gotta say goodbye. Most of these shows follow the same format anyway, so we won't be missing much of anything. I mean, CBS would just lose their mind because half of their network now is cop shows. I wrote them down. NCIS and all their subdivisions, Blue Bloods, whatever this bull show is, SEAL Team, SWAT, FBI, it's all too much. Get rid. Listen. Get rid of it all. I know. It's like, and actors on these cop shows better be doing some serious work because you're part of the damage. I know the Brooklyn Nine-Nine cast donated money, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of 911 actors those are mostly firefighters. They're doing a lot of, Oliver Stark was doing a lot of work. y'all gotta be doing something. Yeah, 911 is mostly firefighters. Also, influx of black police officers on television in the past 5 years is something to also look at. It's something to look at, the amount of black cops that we've been seeing in movies and television shows in the past 5 years. Yeah, that's it. All right, so that was, I don't know what this was really. Was this educational? Was this a rant? I'm not really sure, but that's the end of this video. No more. I'm sorry, we have to say goodbye. I already came to terms with it. You gotta say goodbye. All right, that's the end of my video. So yeah, if you'd like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter or my Instagram. Go have fun. And yeah, while you're here, check out some of my recent videos. They're on my screen now, probably. And yeah, you guys are staying healthy and safe inside your houses, even though these states are reopening. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.